Hello everybody, it's Jules here with Beanie.
Hello!
And Rapid.
Hello!
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night Wah, set on the one and only Brobna. And it is time, my friends, it is time for another super silly battle. That is right, it is time for a HQ Battle Royale. 3 people, 3 HQ choices, and a ton of destruction in between. A massive shout out to GW, who have sent us the Custodes Codexes. So that means that we are running the brand new Blade Champion, which is going to be stinky, I believe. But if you're wondering to yourself, how do you play a HQ Battle Royale with your friends? Well, don't worry, because here I am with a much better audio recording to explain how. Woo!
Hello, it's me, Better Voice Jules. Okay, so let's explain the HQ Battle Royale rules so that you and your friends can play in your own time. Now, what you'll need is to build a team. Now, you don't have to have 3 players, but we usually suggest that that's the amount that you go for, and they shouldn't exceed 500 points or 25 power level. But, like I say, you can play around with that, making for some truly crazy combinations. Next up, every single HQ choice gets a Warlord trait and a relic. If they are a named character, they have to take the one that is assigned to them, and unfortunately it means that they cannot take relics, so obviously you're trading off for that super special custom character versus somebody who's probably going to be pretty nasty anyway. There are 2 ways to play this. There's either fight to the death or objective control. Now, fight to the death, as the name implies, sees you getting 1 point for killing every other HQ character, and you can either win the game by having the most points at the end of 5 rounds or by tabling your opponents. If you want to play a more objective game, then you can plop down 1 objective marker in your deployment zone. This counts as yours, and you get 1 victory point for every objective under your control. Now, you don't need to be on the objective in order to count it as being under your control, so you can tag it, move off, and keep on fighting. Now, as you can expect, things get pretty chaotic when you've got 3 or 4 or 5 or 20 players playing all at once, so there are 2 ways to establish what the hell is going on. You can either play free-for-all, where every single player is allowed to tag every other player, which is obviously going to create a lot of carnage, or you can get a bit tactical about things and play nominations. Nominations sees you count down from 3 and then point to one of your opponents. This is going to target them as being your marked opponent. This means that you can only target their units with spells, shooting, and combat. Now, if your marked opponent is already in combat with another opponent, at the beginning of your turn, they air quotes disengage, moving 1 inch away from the combat they were just in, allowing you to charge and target them. This means that you can try and barter with other opponents to keep the heat off you or bring it right to your door. Anyway, happy hunting.
So now you know what we are playing. Here is where we are playing, because of course we're in the one and only Brobna, but we are playing on a terrain setup thanks to Upzone, who have this lovely pop-up terrain. This was created in mere seconds. Obviously not the terrain things itself, but I mean the board itself. Woo! And we've just spiced it up with a few things that were given to us by GameMat.eu. So here we are with Rapid's team. So why don't you walk us through who you're bringing, starting with this big leathery lad over here.
Right, okay, so he's a Hive Tyrant with wings. I have chosen a custom Hive Fleet, which means, so I've got 2 choices. One is that he regains 1 lost wound every turn.
Oh.
And that also he gets a +1 to his hit roll if he's charged, or heroic
intervention. Oh, stinky.
So that should help when he starts degrading later on. So he has what's he got? A Stranglethorn Cannon.
Yep.
And then he has the Relic then, which means that I get the full 6 attacks with it.
Oh.
So hopefully that means then that...
What's the profile of this Strangle Cannon thing?
It is a Strength 7, -1 and 2 damage.
Oh, nasty.
It is better with 10 models, get my words out.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah, I can imagine that has it got Blast on it?
Yes.
But you don't need that because you're getting the full 6 rolls on that. And what psychic powers does he know?
So he's got Paroxysm, which means that the unit fights last if it's casted on.
Oh, come on.
And then the Horror, then, which is a -1 to their hit. So hopefully he'll stick around for a bit.
What about this walking tin can over here?
Right, so this is a House Hawk Shroud Armiger Helverin. He has an Armiger autocannon, so
nice.
2 of them.
And they're like 2d3 shots apiece, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
Nasty.
So hopefully he can stand back.
How many wounds has this guy got?
He has 12.
12 wounds as well. Now I'm assuming he's got some sort of invulnerable ionic shielding or anything like that?
Yes, he's got a 5-up invulnerable. I've given him the armor of the Sainted Ion, so he has a save characteristic of 2.
Oh, great.
So even without the invulnerable, hopefully he can stick around a little bit.
That's gruesome stuff. And then what about this lovely red relic shield captain that you've got here? Your favourite?
My mouse captain. He's done me well so far. So This guy, I've given him a stratagem called the Angel Exemplar.
Yep.
Which means that this guy's got 2 warlord traits.
Oh, the classic Space Marine, that is that.
Yes. So he has the Imperium Sword.
Classic.
And then the Visage of Death, which means he's -1 to hit in combat.
Oh, that's really good.
And then I've given him the... Oh, I've lost it. I've given him the Power Sword.
Oh, is it like a super special Blood Angels power sword, is it?
Yeah, so it's +3
Plus
strength.
3.
And then -3, I believe. Or -5, sorry.
Sorry, oh yeah, there's a big difference between -3 and -5 rapid. Come on, man. Not that it's going to be fair, though, we've all got invulnerables unless somebody's bringing a bloody character that can ignore invulnerables. Isn't that right, Beanie? Yeah. So that's your team right there. That's like nearly 500 points, nearly 24, 25 power level. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Indeed, indeed. That is a mean-looking team. But let's see what Beanie is bringing to the table. There is a correction here. He has not got a super special sword. He has instead got a relic that allows him to reroll 1 hit, 1 wound, and 1 damage. Is that right?
Per turn, yes.
Per turn. Woof, indeed. So, Beanie, what are you bringing to the table? It looks like a lot of horrors, if I'm honest. But let's start with the new boy of the group here, this super shiny Custodes.
Thanks, man. That is my Blade champion. I'm very, very fond of him. And today I will be running him as a Shadow Keeper.
Okay.
So what that means is that he gets the fighting 2 fighting traits called the Wardens of the Dark Cells. That when they come up, we will discuss them.
Sure.
I have given him the Warlord traits because I'm paid for an additional one because it's always
sir.
fun. So he's got Superior Creation, which gives him a 5-up Feel No Pain. And then on top of that, I've given him Lock Warden. Now, Lock Warden is that thing that you just alluded to a moment ago, which essentially, whenever he attacks a character, which everyone's a character, no invulnerables for you.
Yeah, someone's going to have to die first, and I think that Rapid and I are really hoping it's going to be this guy because, man, no invulnerable saves in a character-only battle is going to be brutalissimo.
And yeah, so I've got the guitars, which are the martial styles, so I've gone for Calitus, Cactaris, and
Dakatari. I'll have a daiquiri, please.
Yeah, I'm having a daiquiri. Okay, so that's him.
Yeah,
He's
so
done.
just for the people at home, basically what these martial styles do is they give, kind of like the rest of the Adeptus Astartes group, they get like a different trait depending on which battle round they're in. The Custodes, because they are the best of the best of the best, they get some incredibly crazy ones and move between a primary, a secondary, and a tertiary one. And even once per game, you can spend, it's like a special point, and it allows you to activate both traits. That, and they are brutal. Speaking of brutal, let's move over to the Disco Lord.
Yeah, so here's my Alpha Legion Disco Lord. He's got the Warlord trait, the Flames of Spite today. He's got no relics, anything like that. He's got a Bale Flamer, and he wants to eat face.
That aura of Discord is funky.
Yes.
Indeed. And then obviously, I'm assuming, can I try and remember what you're bringing with this guy?
Please.
His name is Rothargar, correct?
It is, yes.
He is a demon prince of Tzeentch. He has the Conniving Plate and Undying Form, which means that you halve the amount of attacks coming in against him, and also it's a native -1 damage against him. Is that correct?
And it gives him a 2-up armor save.
Oh, goody, because it wasn't enough that. And he knows how many psychic powers this guy?
2.
2 psychic powers.
Well, no, he knows an extra one because he's got the Cult of Magic, which gives him the Astral Blast.
God, of course,
well.
yes, of course, yes.
So he's got Swelled by the Warp.
I'm assuming he's got
and
Doombolt. Yeah, Doombolt is the flat 3 mortal wound nightmare. Yeah, so basically, you've got a lot of boys here that are horrendous in combat, but also have super-powered smiting capabilities as well. That is not a bad team indeed.
Thanks.
But as the reigning champion, it is now time to take a look at what I'm bringing to the table. I'm suddenly shriveling in the showers in a cold winter morning after looking at this. Let's take a look. So this is what I am bringing to the table today, my big group of boys. Let's start with Ulf the Wolf Longstrider, who is obviously my Space Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf. He has got the Imperium Sword, and he has got another Warlord trait, which is going to be Saga of the Bear, which means when he loses wounds, he gets a 6-up Feel No Pain afterwards, and opponents cannot re-roll their hit and wound rolls against him, which is very nice indeed. And also, his relic that he's rocking today isn't a damage buffing one, but it is the Pelt of the Beowulf, so that is a -1 to hit and -1 to wound against him in combat. So he should be pretty survivable, but then again, no invulnerable. He might just keel over and die. Then we've got Kaldor Drago over here, the leader of the Grey Knights. He has got the Titan Sword, and the Warlord relic is like Nemesis Hunter or Nemesis Lord, which means that if he charges, he gets +1 to attack, and if he's fighting demons, they don't get to use their invulnerable save against him, which is very nice indeed. And the powers that he knows are Empiric Amplification, so it adds 1 to his Nemesis weapon, which is his Titan Sword, and it also, the other one is Vortex of Doom, which is very, very fun indeed. And then finally, we have the Beast Boss on Squigosaur, who is rocking the Beast Hide Mantle. That's a extra attack, and also a 5-up Feel No Pain on him. And he has got the Warlord trait of Cunning but Brutal, or Brutal but Cunning. I can never remember which one it is, but it's the one that allows you to reroll all of the attacks that don't get to the inflict damage step of their attacks. So that's going to mean that he's going to be coming in with maybe 6 or 7 attacks, plus 3 from the Squig, and then he gets to make all of them should the ones that didn't get the damage through. So it is pretty gruesome indeed. And he's got a Thump Gun on him today as well.
Yay, you got it today!
I know, man, because so I can actually like do maybe 1 wound if I'm very, very lucky. But that is all of the people that I'm bringing to the table today. Will I be able to survive? Well, there's only one way to find out as we get ready to have a rumble of royal proportions. So we have deployed. I have taken refuge, or I've chosen very carefully with my tactical deployment over here. I've got all 3 boys next to each other, just having a chat inside the ruined church. Who knows what they're talking about? It's probably just girls they like, you know. It's just things that they do to pass the time in the grim dark. But we also have a lot of grim and a lot of dark over here because we have Rapid's very aggressive deployment here, saying, I can fly, so this bothers me not. I believe is what he said when he plonked it down. And the big Titan here is going to get ready to slice and dice things apart with a hailstorm of bullets. And Beanie has deployed over around the corner here, the Blade Champion and Rothogar and the Demon Prince all hiding together for warmth, support, and also scheming so that they can charge forward in a minute and destroy stuff. Now, as we said before, you might have noticed in the lovely voice description that I did, we are playing a little twist on the game today called Nominations. Now, we only suggest we use this for 3-player groups of HQ Battle Royale because it just adds a bit more spice in. For 4 players and above, just go all against all. You can target any person anywhere. But in Nominations, you get to select 1 person. On the count of 3, you'll point to somebody. There's nobody there. I just didn't want Beanie to think that I'm just suggestively pointing over to him. And that is going to be your opponent for the round. It means you can only declare shots, charges, and attacks against that opponent. And if you're in combat with another player, you disengage immediately at the beginning of your command phase within 1 inch. But it does count as falling back if you move away from them. It just means to show that you can't attack or do anything like that, because then you become a valid target for shooting for other people. Right, that said, let's roll off for round 1, shall we? And then we'll do some nominations. So, Rapid won the roll-off, so he is going to go first. Bean rolled a 3, so he's going to be going second. I rolled a 1, classic, so I'll be going last this round. So now all that needs to be done is for us to take a step back, look at each other with grim remorse, and on the count of 3, so it's 1, 2, and then point, you choose your opponent for this round. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's begin round 1. Rapid's done a bit of shuffling. He's flown the big Hive Tyrant onto the boxes over here to lord it over the battlefield, and the Titan has moved back a little bit, and the Captain is providing a little bit of a roadblock against Beanie's forces that are going to be scuttling towards him very, very soon. It is time to move into the psychic phase, and what are you going to be casting, my friend? And on who? Because I won't lie to you, I will be denying it with Caldor Drago, because I get a +1 to my denials, and I am, much like the river itself, thick and deep.
Okay, so I'm going to go for a smite first.
Oh, you starting. Oh, okay. How many can you cast?
2.
I can deny 2, so let's see what you get. Ooh, very nice. And who's this going to go on, by the way? It has to be the closest, doesn't it? So I guess it would be the Beast Boss from there?
Beast Boss,
yeah.
Yes. Okay, so D3.
I guess denied it, mate. Come on, man. Cheeky. Oh, I got a 6 and... Ooh. What did you get? You got a 9. Ooh. I get a 9 as well, so it's not meets it, beats it in this anymore, is it? No. Gosh, dang it. Okay, so I...
take 2 mortal wounds because you already done it.
Yes, so that goes down to... Oh, wait, the reduces all damage coming in except for mortal wounds, doesn't it? The when you have a -1 to damage, you do take the full mortal wounds counter, don't you? Or do you take mortal wounds -1?
I thought it was -1 because it's just...
It says all damage, so I only take 1 wound then. And I shrug it on a 5-up because of the Beast Hide Mantle. Ooh, I do not shrug it, so I do take a wound from on my Beast Bosh. And what are you going to cast next?
I think I'll go for the horror.
Same again, has to be the closest target, or you can nominate?
I can nominate.
Okay, so who do you want that to be on?
I'll go for the same guy.
So onto the beast boss, and this goes off on a
6.
Ooh, does not go off. Okay.
CP or no?
I may CP it actually.
I would say it's not worth it at all because he has an aura on him that gives him a +1 to hit in combat. So he will negate whatever you put on him. He'll always be hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I answered that then.
Yeah.
Okay, shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't have affected you on any of them, to be fair, because Caldor Drago at the beginning of the command phase can nominate himself to reroll all of his hit rolls as well.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been useful to you that much.
Okay.
Do you have any other damaging spells? I'd let you re-roll.
No, it's fine. I made my choice.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Right. Well, don't let anyone tell you in the comments that I have not been gentlemanly there.
No, that was good. That
So
was my mistake.
But I do take a wound on my beast boss. So the Armiger Helverin is going to start the shooting phase, and we're going in against the beast boss again. It's a -1 to hit because I am within dense terrain. I don't know if that gives you a +1 to your cover save as well, does it, when you're inside?
Well, we're counting that as a building, though, in that sense. So it's light cover as well.
Cool, so I get light cover. Cool, so I get to do a +1. So please, do your relic cannon that you've got first, which is how many shots?
2d3.
2d3, it's the max.
Ooh, the 6!
That is spicy, and he's hitting on
Threes.
3s. Nice. Was he hitting on 2s normally?
3s.
When he's getting -1 to hit because he's going into
Oh, sorry.
that. So,
4s.
oh, in that case, then he's only got 2 hits through.
Wow.
Strength of this is
7.
I am toughness 7.
So 4s. So 1
Ooh,
wound.
AP minus.
1.
So this would be negated by his thing there. So he's got a 4-up save, which he makes there. So no damage from the relic cannon. Now for the other cannon, which is another 2d3 shot. Sorry.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. So 3 shots coming in, hitting on 4s,
4s, yeah.
and there's only 1 hit through there. Wounding on 4s again. It's no wounds either, CP or anything like that. You can reroll?
No.
Okay, so
to do more.
so that's the Daka from him done. But what about the Hive Tyrant up there with his big beast gun?
I've got the stubber on there.
Oh, there's another stubber as well. Oh, there's more Daka on that walk-in tin can over there. So it's the stubber going in next.
Yep, so 3 shots. So they'll be hitting on 4s.
It is 2 big hits. Strength.
It's strength 4, so
So he's 5 to wound. 1 wound, AP
wound,
minus.
No minus.
So this would be a 3-up save now because of the +1 to cover, which he makes again. Okay. Survivor Bill, his name is.
Okay, so now it's the Stranglethorn cannon.
Okay, so Hive Tyrant coming in next. Whoa!
What's a Stranglethorn Veil in World of Warcraft?
It sounds like an emo band that I really wish I had an LP of.
Yeah, me too.
Yo.
You'd have the best fringes.
You listen to Stranglethorn lately with I Cry So Deeply?
My eyes were bleeding.
Yeah, I love that chorus. I cried so deeply, my eyes are bleeding. Right, okay, let's go. Strangle me, baby. Let's go.
Sorry, I was broken.
Here we go, right.
Okay.
Broken Rapid, here we go.
So into the same guy, 6 shots, hitting on 3s.
Okay, so he was hitting on 2s normally, was he?
No, 4s.
Okay, so he is drops 2, but those are some big hits there. What's the strength of this?
It is strength 7.
Oh, so 4s to wound. Ooh, baby, that is
better.
3 big ones. Do the 6s do anything different because of that? Didn't you say that they are -5 or something?
No,
No, that's the brood.
AP minus of this is 2, though, isn't it?
just 1.
Just 1, so this is negated out by the light cover bonus that I'm getting. So this is 4s to save him. Ooh, 2 go through, and how much damage is it a piece?
2.
So this goes down to 1 apiece, and then I get to roll 2 dice, and a 5-up, I shrug it because of the Beast Hide Mantle. He does not take any wounds from that, I'm afraid. The Beast Boss is laughing in the face of danger, indeed.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Oh, those are the eyes. So is that your shooting done?
Yeah.
Cool, that's the shooting done. Any charges do you want to make? No. Oh, then I guess we're going into Beanie's turn.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so Beanie has stormed forward against Rapid over here, because remember, he was his nomination opponent. We have advanced the Blade Champion. We have advanced Rothargar, and the Disco Lord has just moved normally to set up a charge for later on against Rapid. But we're moving into the Psychic phase now, so Rothargar is going to shine as he casts his 2 Psychic powers for being a Demon Prince, and the first is going to be...
First, he is going to do Doom Bolt.
Doom Bolt, which is a flat 3 mortal wounds. Does it have to be against the nearest one?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be the Brood Lord
It
right
would
there.
be.
So this
Hive Tyrant.
Sorry, Hive Tyrant. So this goes off on a
5.
Ooh, I have no reason to try and... I'm not going to help you out, mate, because I can't even dispel even if I wanted to.
Well, it's on a 6, but I get a +1 naturally
Yeah,
for
sure.
being D1000 Suns.
Okay, so are you going to try and deny?
I got my 1 denied.
It's a flat 3 mortal wounds if you don't, so it's probably a good thing to get rid of. Oh, and you deny
certainly
with
did.
gusto. Admin, my friends, because of the fact that you have Shadows in the Warp special ability and Beanie is within 18-inch range, it means that it subtracted 1 from the psychic roll, which meant that it only got a 5, which meant that it didn't go off, so that means that Rapid still has a psychic denial left, as Beanie tries to conjure some blasting of the ass in with Astral Blast. The blast from the ass was too short, 12-inch range.
That's what they always say to me.
So they are going to go into a smite against him now, so it is a minus. It counts as your +1.
Yeah, so I need a 5.
You do get a 5.
That's
and
a
it
9.
Would, yeah, so you're going to try. You might as well deny it because you've got nothing else to deny. Ooh,
it's a 1 and a 3.
No, you do not deny.
No.
So it's D3 for the big 3. Do you have any damage reduction stuff with him, or?
Who is this against?
This is against the Hive Tyrant.
No, I don't.
Okay, so that is 3 mortal wounds onto the Hive Tyrant right there. So the Bale Flamer is firing up the greatest hits now because we are belching it into the Indom Captain over here for 6 auto hits. Shake that head, Rapid. You hate to see it. So this is strength 6, toughness 4, 3s to wound. They are all wounds. So there's -1, which is
-2.
oh, it might be -2. Let's just
quickly double check.
Double check because I know that your relic
-2.
Yep. So that means your relic shield's going to give you negate 1 of those and bring you up to a well, it's a 4-up save still, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So 6 4-ups.
You can do it. Any damage mitigation with this guy whatsoever? It's only mortal wounds he can shrug with the relic shield, isn't it?
Yes. So 4s, please.
Here we go. Ooh, okay, so there are 3 that goes through that 6 damage.
He's dead.
Ooh, wow. Has he been Bale Flamed?
Yes.
He has been Bale Flamed.
Wow.
Oh.
Come on, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, wow. That was quite something. So that means that the Indom Cap has died. He has been pied off in ridiculous fashion now. And that's all of the shooting from Beanie's army. So now it's time for a charge. And now it's made things a lot more difficult because he's going to have to go for the big charge.
Could you please remove your corpse?
Oh, no need to rub it in. No, don't rub it in. Oh, there's the little squeaky bum as well.
I like that.
As he dragged his ass across the carpet. Okay, so it is a 9-inch charge to get in?
It is.
A 9-inch charge.
So a 9-inch charge finishes an Armiger Warclave.
Okay, so the
Hellbring.
Disco Lord does make it into a 10-inch charge.
Can I Overwatch?
No.
Technically, you're not his nominated opponent, so you can't do now. But when you're in combat, didn't we say you can fight back? If
yes, you can fight back.
You can fight back. So technically, this would count as
let's
that.
let him Overwatch.
You can Overwatch.
So he's in, but Overwatch.
Just to clarify for the rules of this, because Beanie has charged person who is Rapid is not his opponent in this round. He still gets to fight back, and he still gets to do Overwatch as well. So we're doing Overwatch to see if he can do any damage against the Disco Lord. So Beanie has made the charge in, and the Overwatch managed to knock 2 wounds off the Disco Lord, but now we're going to the fight phase, and the Chain Glaive is whirring up. Now, normally this would be strength 6, because it's +2, but because Beanie charged, it is strength 8. So we are hitting on 2s, and we are wounding on 3s.
We are, so 2s. And remember, Death of the False Emperor.
It now goes off on anything now, doesn't it?
Yes, but I didn't get any that time, but that's cool.
Wounding on 3s against the Armiger. So that is 3 wounds coming in, and I believe it's -2.
It is -2.
Yep, cool.
Okay. So 4-up save there.
-2. 4-up save on the Armiger.
Sorry, is it 3?
3 4-ups, yeah.
Oh, he's made 2, failed 1, so he takes
Doesn't the invul only apply to
range.
He's got
he's got the 2-up save and sorry, yeah. So that's 2 damage.
So that's 2 damage for going in. I'll keep track of that for you there on my fingers.
Okay.
Let's just hope it doesn't go more than 5.
So we've got shit. To the floor in the plan. So he's got 5 additional attacks with his bladed limbs and tails.
So bladed limbs and tails up next. Ooh, and there is a Death of the False Emperor as well in there, and they all hit because they hit on 2s. This is a strength user though, so it'll be wounding on 5s, I believe.
No, it's bladed limbs is +3, so it'll be up to 7. So
wow, so it's 4s.
Wound. And 6s are mortal wounds in addition.
Ooh, because of Flames of Spite.
Because of Flames of Spite, so that's 1 mortal wound.
Okay, I'm keeping track on my hands, don't worry. Oh, he's got the dice over there.
Okay, and so that's 4 that go through.
What's the minus?
The minus is -2.
-2 coming in.
Again.
Oh, we saved 2 failed 2s.
D3.
2d3 coming in for 4 in total. So he's down to 5 wounds.
Yep.
And now it's time for 2 more attacks with the Mecha Tendrils.
Yes, these are strength user, aren't they?
So
okay, so it's 2 big hits. These are we wounding on 5s.
5s.
No wounds there.
And the Techno
Virus Injector.
So
1
2s.
attack. It's a miss.
It's a miss.
Great, good.
I'm gonna CP it.
Okay, so he's going to CP this one. It's a big hit because now if it wounds successfully, it's strength 8. It does D3 mortal wounds on top of whatever it does. It is strength 8, isn't it?
Yep, so it's going to do D3 mortal wounds. So this is at -4.
So, yes.
A 6 up.
Which he does not make.
Right, so this is the mortal wounds, D3.
So one mortal
and
wound.
then it's a D3
So
weapon.
you can't kill him, but he will be hurt.
So
2.
3 more.
Okay, so he's down to 2 wounds at the end of that. That was a lot of damage against the armager. A damager, as you might say. It is time for his spindly chicken legs to kick back, though.
I forgot about that.
So the armager is wounded, but because of the house that he's in, he counts as being on double wounds. So he's on 4 wounds, puts him in his middle bracket. It's time to hit on 4s, my friend. And hit you shall once. Strength is
6.
So 4's the wound. It is no wound whatsoever there. AECP or not? Or
Is it worth it?
No, it's not worth it.
it is not worth it. So that is the end of the combat over there. Very badly bruised, and unfortunately, we're moving into my turn, and Rapid is once again my opponent.
He also would have been hitting on 6s because of my aura of discord.
Oh, it's -1. Oh man, it's so harsh. So my movement was very swift indeed. I've moved the Beast Boss and Ulf the Wolf. They both advanced a 6 and a 5 respectively. But as Rapid said off camera, maybe I shouldn't be charging the Armager, even though it is wounded over here, and even though I would get a point for killing it, but because it will make my life a lot more difficult later on, having to deal with Beanie's forces that are going to be closing in turn 2. So I don't know, I'll take that under consideration as I move into... Look at him, he's just like, please, leave me be. I'm going to go into the Psychic phase now, and I'm going to pay 1 CP for the lovely named Psychic Channeling, which means that Caldor Drago will be rolling 3d6 when he does his Psychic powers, and discarding the lowest. He can cast 2 spells, and I'm going to be doing a Smite, and I'm going to be doing Vortex of Doom, respectively. So, first things first, your guy can deny 1, can't he?
Yes.
So let's start off with a cheeky little Smite, shall we? See how we...
-1, remember?
Because I'm within 18 inch. Yeah, okay, so -1 on this. It goes off on an 8, which would be a 7 in this case. So do you want to try and deny that?
What was it, smite, is it?
It is a Smite, yes. So I'll move that down to...
more horrible things coming.
Yeah. That's 7 at the moment. Are we dropping dice? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? You think you want to do it?
No, I'll let you go through one.
Cool, so that is 1d3's worth of damage for 2 mortal wounds, but you have a native -1 damage coming in because of your bracketing system, so that is only the 1 mortal wound on that one there. The next up is going to be Vortex of Boom, and this goes off on a 7, or in this case an 8, and I believe this goes off on a 10 for me now. In this case it would be a 9. I'll move that down like that.
The chances of me denying that.
Well, you might as well, because I mean I've got no other psychic powers.
Oh, I thought you were doing another one.
No, I'm only going to do 2 psychic powers then.
Oh, okay.
So here we go.
Let's see.
Ooh, it's a double
it's the
1.
opposite.
He does not want that. That is 2d3 wounds coming in against him now. So let's see what we do. It's 3, 4, 5, but in this case it'd be 4 wounds because of the -1.
Down to 4.
Ooh-wee. And that is the end of my Psychic phase. I will be going in with my Mastercrafted Bolt Rifle now. This is 4 shots at the same target with Caldor Drago, hitting on 2s. They all hit. This is strength 4, but a toughness 6 or 7. You are. So yeah. So this will be 5s. It's 2 wounds coming in. Oh, I don't even know what the minus is for this one. I think it's -1 for.
-1 for a
yeah.
Mastercrafted.
-1 for the Mastercrafted.
So 4 being vulnerable.
Here we go. Makes 1, fails 1. You would take 2 damage normally, but because of your -1, it's only 1 damage. And that is all of his shooting. These guys here, he's got no shooting capabilities. The thump gun from the Beast Boss is going to go up into your Hive Tyrant. It's D3 shots. Well, it's the 3 shots, but it's hitting on 6s now because he advanced, because this is Orc shooting, baby. And, oh, he does get 1 hit through. Strength 6 versus toughness 7, so 5. Oh, it's a cocked 6, but here we go, I'll reroll that. It's a 5, so that goes through. It's -1. It's a 3, and it does D3 damage. So let's see how much damage this thump gun will do. It only does the 1 there, so there we go. That is 1 damage, he's down to 2.
He's got 4 wounds left across all his army.
And the thing is, though, I am not going to charge against Rapid. I'm going to let you have a little chew on what is left of his forces as we move into round 2. We have done the roll-off for turn 2. I'm going first, followed by Beanie and Rapid last. So let's see now who we're nominating to be each other's opponent. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Beanie wants some. He's going for it. Okay, let's do it. So I have surged forward with my boys here, trying to beat up Beanie before he gets a chance to notice what the hell's going on. In terms of like the narrative of this, we can pretend that the Beanie's team thought that I was advancing around the corner here when suddenly I doubled back to surprise them with a counter attack. That's at least what we're going for here. The Beast Boss is ready. They both rolled pretty well on their advances. 6 for the Beast Boss, and the Wolf Lord rolled a 2, which buffed up to a 3 because of the Hunter keyword. And I've declared a war with the Beast Boss, which means he can advance and charge and gets an extra attack indeed. And I've also used Supreme Grandmaster in my command phase for Caldor, which means that he will be able to re-roll all hit rolls until my next command phase. Me, indeed. So, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to destroy this giant Hive Tyrant that's in front of me, I'm going to have to leave this to Beanie as we move into the Psychic phase. And unsurprisingly, I will spend 1 CP to buff up my Psychic powers by 3d6. And I have to target the closest enemy first, which is going to be Rothargar, and I'm going to use a cheeky Schmite on him. So let's see if we can get this off. We do get it off on a 4, 5, 6, 7, but that goes down to a 6. Do I get your aura's debuff? Because you're not my thing. I would say that I do, for the sake of it, so I'm going to put that down to that. So it's only a 6 that you got to beat on that one there for your Schmite. Yeah, he's going to let you, because he knows the Vortex of Doom is coming.
Yeah, I do.
It's only for the 1 mortal wound as well.
Down to 7.
Okay, and then, of course, the Vortex of Boom is spinning up its magnetic cycles. There are glyphs whirling. The storm rages above. This is where I roll like 3 1s now. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Okay, so that goes down to an 10 because of the...
And 10.
And 10. English me good speak. So here we go. Oh, it does not go off on that one because I get the +1 to denial. You get the +1 to your regular casting. So that is 2d3 mortal wounds against him for 4 mortal wounds.
Down to 3 because of his undying form.
And then a splash mortal wound over to your Blade Guard. Sorry, your Blade Champion. It's a splashed mortal wound, but he gets some mortal wound protection, doesn't he?
Yes, it's only a 6-up though.
Roll your 6-up, baby. Only the 1. Oh, he thought about it, but he too takes a mortal wound. Nice.
Oh, and on a 5-up, he... Oh no, it should have been a 5-up, sorry.
Oh, because of that.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that...
I can't remember what I rolled.
You did not roll a 5 there.
Bad.
Yeah. So that means that my Psychic phase was pretty successful, and now we move into the shooting phase, and I'm going to kick things off by firing all 4 of the Mastercrafted bolt rifle shots at the Blade Guard... Sorry, Blade Champion, that's his name. Hitting on 2s, any minuses coming in against him because of any like crazy stuff? Okay, so, no. Hitting on 2s and re-rolling everything because of Supreme Grandmaster. So we re-roll that one. Good, nice. Strength 4 versus Toughness 5 though, isn't it, with these boys? So 5's to wound. We get 1 wound coming in at -1.
So 4 up in bolt.
Here we go. He bounces off of his plate. I'm going to fire the thump gum into her as well, because why not, eh? Why the chuff not?
It shoots.
3 shots, but hitting on 6s. Yeah. Hitting on 6s. I'm just going to throw my dice all over the place. No hits there. Would have been normally, but no hits whatsoever. So that is all of my shooting phase done. Now we move into the charges. And, yeah, this is going to be interesting, because you can heroically intervene with these boys quite far, can't you? And I have to really get rid of him. So I'm going to have to declare both of them as a target for my charge, I think, because it's all I can do with the Beast Boss. Can we measure it out quickly, just so I know what I'm getting myself in for? Because I might get him to heroically intervene to make the charge against him easier with my Wolf Lord.
Okay, so you're looking at like...
7-inch rerollable?
6, I'd say, 6-inch rerollable.
Okay, so 6-inch rerollable for both of them. Might as well go for it. Yeah. Let's just see how the dice fall. There's apparently a different dice that just made it into my hand. There were the 7 that managed to get in. Where did the mini dice? I literally have no idea where that came from.
Spawning dice.
Oh, man, they're having kids in my pocket. Okay, so he has made it in. I believe the word is schlump.
It might be.
It might be. And then the Wolf Lord, Ulf the Wolf, is going to declare a charge against Rothargar. So how much will he need to get in there?
So he will need a 9-inch charge.
A 9-inch charge. Let's see if he's got the gumption. He does have the gumption.
That's 8.
He does not have the gumption because I thought it was add +1 to your advance and charge rolls, but I don't think that's correct. So I'm going to have to re-roll this.
Is that for a command point?
Yes, I want to say that's a command. Yes, that is a command point. Let's do it, eh? And it was totally worth it. So he is in there. Oh, he's got the Imperium Sword, so that didn't need the command point re-roll. He is in there as well. Now, I know that Beanie can pay to interrupt. So the question is, who is my worst nightmare out of these? And I'm going to have to say it's going to be the Blade Guard, because even though you've got the Hellforged Sword with Rothargar, I don't think it's invulnerable, devastating damage of dueling deaths, is it, really?
No.
Okay, so I have this many attacks coming in with the Beast Boss going in against the Blade Champion. I need to kill him before he basically deletes a unit. These will be hitting on 2s. These will be wounding on 4s because he has Transhuman always on, and I cannot re-roll the hit, and I cannot re-roll the wound damage against him. Not that I'd be able to anyway, but 6s explode because I am a big, nasty goth. Finally, after that, I make the Squigosaur attacks, which obviously if they 6s to wound, do 3 mortal wounds, so hopefully I can get through with that. And remember, because of my Warlord trait, I'm re-rolling every attack that doesn't reach the damage inflicted step. So that could be seeing all of these attacks again. So let's kick things off. Hitting on 2s, 6 explode. Okay, so we dropped 2 already, but we get 1 6 explode back in. So we have that many attacks in. It's wounding on 4s because of his inbuilt transhuman. Oh, there's no wounds! There's no wounds in that whatsoever. They're all 3s, 2s, and 1s, baby. So that was pretty stinky indeed. But now we go over to the Squig. Hit on 2s. 6 explode to replace the one that I dropped there. These are strength 7, but doesn't matter. It's wounding on 4s again. 6s do 3 flat mortal wounds straight away, and they're 2 wounds. Oh wait, I think the attack sequence ends with that one, so he goes out. So that's 3 mortal wounds against him, but he has a 6-up or a 5-up feel no pain because of his super cool thing.
Yes, so it's just the Aegis of the Emperor gives him a 6-up feel no pain.
Is it a 5-up?
Oh no, he's got a 5-up because he's got a superior creation.
And it's against mortal wounds, is it? Or is it just against...
Yeah, it's a normal 5.
Wicked, cool. So 5-ups. So he takes 2 wounds from that one Squig, and he's got to make 1 save of 4-up against the other Squig Jaw that made it through.
What's the minus on a 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big boy. Oh, it goes through. So that's I think it's 3 damage as well.
Got
to CP it. Oh, it goes through, so I think that's 3 damage, and he's down to 1. So that is only 1 Squig attack that will be coming back in, and I get to make all of the attacks again, because these ones failed to get through the first time. So 2 6s explode. Replace the one that I dropped there. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Demonstration of the new unit.
7. Oh yeah, I've got to re-roll this one. Not re-roll it, but I had to, didn't make enough attacks. Right, okay, so that's winning on 4s. Ooh, that's a bit better. So that is 4 coming in at -2. He can still survive, mate. I've seen it happen. He has not survived, and the Blade Guard is... The Blade Champion
Ping 2, he's fighting on death.
Yeah, so only in death does duty end.
Yeah, I'm going to find the actual name of it. Oh, you absolute...
I'm so...
a shiny new unit that I painted
yesterday. It's new model syndrome. You know that it is.
Off camera, he's going to get severe wedging. So
okay.
It must be 2 CP.
So Vigil Unending is popping off for 2 CP. Allows him to fight back against the Beast Boss. Okay, so the Blade Champion is stepping up to the plate with his dying breath, and he's hitting on 2s.
Yes.
Okay, so we drop 2 there. Always. These will be wounding on 5s because I am toughness 7. Okay, so 2 wounds through.
And I get to re-roll these because of the weapon type.
Cool, so there is 2 wounds.
-4.
Now, I don't get a save because of the thing there. So
that's 6 damage.
it's 4 damage because it's -1 damage because tough is Squig Hide, minus is 1 damage through, and it's 4 Beast Hide Mantle, 5-ups to see if he takes any damage there. I do not save any of them, so I take 4 damage. I'm down to a whopping 4 wounds. But the Blade Champion is out, and now you've spent all your CP now, haven't you, to do that, so I can attack you with Ulf the Wolf against Rothargar.
Yes.
Now, I have to half my attacks with Ulf the Wolf, so I get 6 normally because of the Imperium Sword and because of Shock Assault, down to 3, hitting on 2s. I have paid 1 CP for Savage Strike, so I'll be wounding on 2s as well with my Thunder Hammer. So let's see how we get on. So we get 3 hits through, wounding on 2s. Ooh, we dropped 1, so we are getting 2 wounds through at -2 because the Thunder Hammer is not into the thing there.
On 4s.
On to his 4s. Made one, failed one, so that is 2 damage because you minus 1 going through there.
Down to 2.
And then the wolf will be attacking as well. Only 2 attacks this time because it's rounded up. So hitting on 2s, cool, 2 hits. Strength 5, so it'll be
5 to wound.
down to 4s because of Savage Strike. There's no wounds on that one, so Rothargar is still alive, and I can't do jack about it. It is time for the fight back.
Yeah!
Everything going into the beast boss now, so let's take a look.
Hellforged sword hitting on 2s. Okay,
strength is?
should be 3s to wound.
What strength is he?
8.
Oh, wow, nice.
So minus 3.
Okay, so it's on to his dead tough 5-up invulnerable, which he does not make. How much damage is it?
3.
Down to 2, so 2 beast-tide mantles. Doesn't make either of them, so he's down.
And now his malefic talon.
Down to 2. Ooh, he's feeling a bit shaky on his legs. Oh, it's a big hit.
Oh, no, don't get death to False Emperor.
Why don't you get death to the False Emperor on that one?
Because you don't get it on Thousand Suns.
Oh, because they're not part of that one there. So no wounds coming in there. So he's still alive on that one, but I am very wounded on there. That's the end of my turn. I can't do anything else, I don't think. So we move now into Beanie's turn, who's going up against Rapid. So Beanie's move was very, very minimal. The Disco Lord just shuffled around a little bit here to get ready for the charge, and because Rothargar disengaged, I count as disengaging from him, so he still gets to make all of his normal move allowance and does not count as falling back. It's just that he's broken combat with me to have a full turn. So he's moved back up here. He's within 18-inch range to do some smitey stuff against the Hive Tyrant, and also he's going to make charges a little bit difficult for me having to pick targets later on. So we move into the Psychic phase, and what are you going to do, Bean?
I'm going to throw Doombolt into his face.
Doombolt's going up into the Hive Tyrant. Here we go. It's on a 4, which gets you're outside of the shadow of the thing there.
No, I'd be just within if it's 18.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
So
it does go
I am going to spend my command point here.
Yep.
To re-roll that.
And it's
into a 4 again.
Oh,
okay, now I'm going to try for the smite.
Yep, big smite. Ooh, Dwighty Schmitey is in.
Yep.
That goes off on a 9. So will you?
Well, it'll go off on a 10 because I get plus
of course
1.
You do, yeah.
He gets minus, so you need to get an 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's see it.
Oh, I saw the
6.
Okay, so that goes off a D3, and it's the 1. Oh, so he's still alive on 1 wound.
Oh, no.
He's still alive on 1 wound. Bale Flamer of the Disco Lord is going into the Hive Tyrant to finish the job for a whopping 6 auto hits. Oh no, this is going to be bad. This Bale Flamer is the MVP.
So this will be 5 to wounds.
Yep, okay. Okay, so only
1.
This is the tense moment you're looking for. It's
so
a
minus 2.
What's the save?
4 up invulnerable.
4 up invulnerable. 50-50 chance to live or die. He dies unless he CPs it. He's got 2 CP.
Oh, let's CP it. Just for, I was going to do something else, but I'll do this.
Okay, CP in it. Here we go. Oh, yes!
Ultimate Hive Tyrant!
It bounced and thought about it, but no, it was not to be. The Hive Tyrant has fallen, leaving the armature very open for a charge by the Disco. Bye! Okay, so the Disco Lord, I'm assuming, wants to make a big charge. He can't fail, so do you want to just move him in? There you go. Now, all of the attacks, the Chain Glaive.
Okay, so I think we figured it was either 5 or 6.
I think it's 6 attacks with the Chain Glaive. We'll just double check, because it's got to be. He also regenerated 1 wound at the beginning of the turn. I forgot to mention that.
I don't know, it would be 5 attacks with the Impaler Chain Glaive.
But then +1 because of Hateful Assault, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
No, it's 4 plus that.
Oh, sorry,
so,
my bad.
It's just because he's got a million other attacks. Yeah. Okay, so this is hitting on 2.
Hitting on 2s.
6 is our class. That's great, so that puts that back in.
So do you get it because he's 1,000 Suns?
No, it's because he is Alpha Legion.
Oh, of course, yeah, they're actually from different factions, aren't they? Yeah.
So I get Death of the False Emperor, puts that back in.
Nice.
So 8 on that, so it'd be 3s.
Oh,
okay, that is
4 coming in.
Minus 2.
So no worries, mate. It's only 4 up saves you're going to make.
That's fine. Just like, you nearly made the last 2.
Yeah. Here we go. You can use your 1 per game dramatic rolling if you want. It always works.
Go on,
go on.
Ready?
Here we go.
Yeah!
Oh, they're dead. Because it's like 2 damage. Yeah, so does he explode?
Does he explode?
This is what I was thinking.
Oh, does he do an auto explode?
I was going to do an auto explode.
Oh, no.
But, so on a 6.
Oh,
If I paid the CP, the 2 CP, that would have
been on a 4, yeah.
Would it actually? Oh,
Yeah.
mad. Okay.
Right, so I'm going to consolidate.
Yes. Towards the nearest enemy, which is now me, so you can consolidate this way. It'd be the beast boss.
Oh, I don't really want to do that.
No. Even though he's only got 2 wounds left.
I don't care. Oh yeah, and I killed someone.
You get to heal something.
Or
shoot a laser beam. I mean, to be fair,
you are now my opponent.
As soon as this goes off the board, you can now fire a beam of light. Because the Disco Lord has a lovely ability where he can basically either use Spirit Thief. He can use stuff to heal himself, or use that to become a beam of light to shoot off at a nearby enemy. And I'm assuming it's going to be towards the beast boss over here.
It has to be against another vehicle.
Oh, so he survived by keywords.
But he does heal himself for D3.
D3 wounds. He heals for 2.
So he's back to full.
He's back to full health, and that was a pretty successful turn. Beanie's going to consolidate, and then we're going to roll off to go into the next and possibly final round. So I won the roll-off for this decisive turn, and I've screamed my boys up here to try and take out the deadly Disco Lord. I am very afraid of it, and I need to take it down as quickly as possible. Cowdle Drago's moved up here just so he can spot the hand of Rothargar to see if he can take his hand in damage and cast some psychic powers. Spending 1 CP to bring me down to 1 to do psychic channeling, 3d6. First spell is going to be... Wait a minute. It's eligible targets, isn't it? You are not an eligible target.
Why?
Just for psychic powers. Technically, I think that I'm closer to the Disco Lord, but I can't see the Disco Lord. Can I see the Disco Lord? Ooh, we have to ask these questions, my friends.
Well, if we're going on flag action, you can shoot psychic powers through your flag
in that case,
into the skull of my flag.
In that case, then, I have to do my smite against him, and I have to do my Vortex of Doom. I can choose to do it against Rothargar over there. Actually, let's double check, because it might also be the closest target for Vortex of Boom. It is select the closest enemy unit within 12, so I have to put both of my powers into him. So Rothargar is getting an easy ride here, because both of my psychic powers have got to go into the Disco Lord. Yeah! So, first off, let's do the cheeky smite, shall we? Let's see if this goes off. It goes off on an 8. Do you want to do that? Do you want to? No. Okay, so it's D3 wounds for 2.
So he is down to 10.
And then the Vortex of Boom is coming in as well. Ooh, another 8 over here.
I will attempt
to deny. Will it go off?
He wriggles up his brain.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Not like that.
Okay, so there's 2 D3 mortal wounds against the Disco Lord. 4. That was pretty spicy.
He's on 6.
Okay. So now we move into the shooting phase, and now I can say that he will target Rothargar's arm. He'll shoot that fancy...
You leave my arm alone!
He's shooting that fancy bracelet off of him. He's hitting on 2s, rolling everything because of his Supreme Commander. Thank goodness he is, boys.
Thank goodness,
There we go. So it's all big hits.
5 to wound.
It's 5 to wound, though. Stinky. Only the 1 wound.
Minus
1.
So 3 up.
It does no damage. He is still alive, annoyingly. So that means now I'm going to fire my thump gun. Yeah, why not? The thump gun's been all right so far.
Yeah, you've got a good bit of damage out of it.
He's going to go into the... I don't think it's got enough range to shoot back there.
12.
Yeah, so I think the thump gun has to go into that one there. So it's for this many shots. For 2 shots. Hitting on 5s this time because I didn't advance. Not that I bloody got anything anyway. So that's the end of my shooting phase. Beanie has not got any CP in order to do Overwatch, so we're going to declare some charges. You can't have rapids.
No, I'm definitely not giving it to you.
Oh yeah, good point.
Charge in against with the Wolf Lord is going to try and sneak in against his tail, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so the Beast Boss and Ulf made it in there. So hopefully this Disco Lord is going to be a dead Disco. Dead as Disco. We're starting with the Beast Boss. He gets his full attacks quotient this time. That is 8 delicious, juicy, big bang bazinga beans. Hitting on 2s. Strength 7. So be wounding on 3s. And because he may... okay. So hitting on 2s. 6 explode because of Goths. No explosions, but all hits.
That's all right.
Now it is 3s to wound. Oh, I'm just throwing them all over the place. That's not as many wounds as I'd like, so that is only 4 coming in. These are -2 and 2 damage apiece.
Okay, so it's 4s.
Because of his, because it's on a 2-up, isn't he, normally? Whoa, and it takes 2 wounds out of that first batch, so we've removed one of those from the pool, and then we make the Squigosaur attacks, which are going to be hitting on 2s again. Whoa. I wish those were the wound rolls, because that would be nice. So that's 3 big hits. 6s do 3 mortal wounds. Oh, I get to reroll that one because it's bloody cocked. Oh, you enter that. So he'd be strength 8 on the charge because he's goth against 6. So it would be wounding on 3. So there's 2 wounds coming in at -3 or 2. Let me just double check with it. It's -3, so 5 ups. Oh, that is 3 damage apiece. Is he gone? He's gone. The flames of spite have been squanched by that. So I'm going to do some consolidation, and then we move into Beanie's turn. Channeling the power of brave Sir Robin, Rothargar has managed to jump up here. And this is the best bit about it. Where he's standing right now, because I am 2 cavalry units, I cannot fight him, because you can fight him when you're 5 inches up and against the side of the wall. But because Beanie's in the centre there, we measured it, I'm outside of engagement range. So if he stands here, these 2 guys here can do nothing whatsoever. It's down to Caldor, and he's just got to survive wave after wave of psychic fury now. So this is going to be fun. Right, okay, so what's his spell that he's going to be casting first? And it has to be against the closest person, doesn't it?
Yes, and that's 11. So that goes up to a 12.
How many can he cast again?
2, and I could pay 1 CP and cast another.
Oh, in that case, can you cast any more damaging spells?
Yes, I could do Astral Blast.
Then I shall not deny this one and take 3 mortal wounds on Caldor, but he has a 5-up shrug for mortal wounds.
Yes, he does, yes.
Come on, boy. Oh, he didn't make any of them.
To bring it.
Okay, so he's taken 3 wounds, which brings him down to, I want to say, let's have a look-see. Oh, he's taken 3 mortal wounds. Right, next up is... Smite? Yep, big smite.
So, casting on a 4. But I get a 10.
So I'm going to have to try and deny these now, because I get 2 denials, plus 1 to my deny the witch. Does not deny, so it is D3 for 3. Oh, and then it's, can I shrug again? I do not shrug. Oh, come on. He's down to 1 wound already.
And now I'm going to Astral Blast him for 1 CP and make the Great Sorcerer.
Okay, so let me just check to see if I can pay to do any more denial stuff. Okay. So I'm paying 1 CP for hexagrammic wards, 3d6 for my denial now, and plus 1 to my denial. I've got to try and save him from the ass blasting. So,
ass blast down the hill. This is going for a 6, but a 5 for me.
Yep. Oh, it's a big one.
It's a nice 10.
It's a Christopher Biggins. All right, here we go. And he does not make it.
D3 damage, so is enough to kill him. Caldor.
Oh, and then 1. And will he be able to survive on the 5-up shrug for the mortal wounds? Please, mate, you haven't made a single one. Yes! He's alive! He's alive on 1 wound! Yes! Damn it! I'm gonna need a moment. Things just got a whole lot worse because... Beanie won the roll-off. Yeah! So he's going again. It's another round of Astral Blasting. Okay, so what is that? You've moved, apparently, according to...
It was a good move.
Yeah, okay, so now it's into the psychic phase.
Yeah, so going to Smite.
Smitey down to Caldor.
Caldor.
Okay. Perils!
I'm going to pay...
You have to...
I'm just going to pay to reroll.
Okay, so he's paying to reroll. Ooh. I do get a 6, got a 7. Okay, so
I'm now going to Doombolt him.
Here we go. Not on that, you're not. Yes! Yes!
There we are, now that was the luck.
Oh, okay. Now we go into my turn. Let's finish the job, boys, please. Okay, so Beanie, despite everything, it's not the end of his turn. He's making a charge against Caldor. He's just got to jump down here and end his charge next to the barricade to be within engagement range. So let's see it.
7.
It's a 6.
Not enough.
It's not happening. The dice gods say nay. And now it's time to shoot this horse in the face. Okay, here we go. So I've moved all my boys together. They can all see. I've got a crack grenade with Ulf the Wolf. I've got the thump gun with... what would you say his name was again? It was like... Razzle Dazzle, I can't remember what his name was. And then we've got Caldor, who can shoot up at him with the mastercrafted bolter. I am going to spend my 1 CP that I've generated for the 3d6 and discard the lowest casting spells because I feel like I want to smite the smoter. And I'm going first with a smite against Rothargar. Let's see what we roll. It's not great. It only goes off on a 5. So, Beanie, would you like to deny?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. The denial. He denies it very well.
Deny. Stay away.
Finally, it's the Vortex of Boom. Come on, mate. You can do it. He does do it. Okay, so it is 2d3. So
no, but if you roll 2 1s and then we minus it, then it'll be down to 1, so...
Yeah, true. Here we go. Oh, he is so dead. So that is 6 or 4 mortal wounds in this game. Blah! And that is the HQ Battle Royale.
None of yours died.
They were very badly hurt, though.
They
You
were.
absolutely pied off these two here. So yes, the winning team is mine, Ulf the Wolf Longstrider, the Beast Boss on Squigosaur, and Caldor Drago, which means that I have to take this team going forward for the next time that we all meet on the plains of battle, which were lovely provided by Upzone. Thank you very much. And also big shout to GameMat.eu for providing all the little barricades, and to Rapid for printing off these as well. Thank you very much, mate. So that's been our battle report. Hope you enjoyed this silliness of it all. But if you want to follow us on the Instagrams and such, you can follow Beanie at
Beanie 40K.
And you can follow Rapid at
Rapid 40K.
It's almost like there's a thing going on. You follow me at RetroJ with a 0 over on Twitter, because I'm tired of trying to plug the Instagram handle because it's too bloody long. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. It's been brilliant. It's been chaotic. But most of all, it's been the Monday Night Wars. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.